Hello Craftaholics, welcome back to my studio, and if this is your first time here, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Peggy and welcome to my studio. Now if I sound a little stuffy, I'm just kind of under the weather, just letting you know. But today I'm going to be making a card using a few of the components from the new release from Honeybee Stamps called Vintage Love. And the first set I'm going to be using is a die set, and this is called Lovely Layers Sweetheart Roses. Sorry, I didn't mean to sniffle there. And as you can see, it's a very detailed die set. Now, I'm not going to be using the urn part today. That probably in a future project. But the neat thing about Honeybee Stamps, one, they have a lot of detail, and I will show you that in a second. But what they do is, like, each flower has its own die. So all the pieces for the largest rose, medium, and the buds are all separated. So you can run them through separate and keep it, keep everything nice and neat and organized. All the leaves are here, and there's the background. Now, if you're like me, I just put everything down because I cut it all out of one piece of paper. And this is actually like some handmade kind of cottony feeling paper that I got at actually a Dollar Tree, believe it or not. But anyway, but if you're like me, I put it all down on one sheet. So what they do is Honeybee also provides layering guides, which can give you an idea for colors as well, if you want to make it look exactly like theirs. But it shows you what orientation and what order. But now the order is easy to remember. It's always largest to smallest, and you'll be good. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside where I can actually see it. I didn't have it when I put this one together, and I did put this together earlier. And let me show you that detail. Can you see that in the leaves? Now, you can't really see it in the roses because of the paper that I use, but you can see it in the leaves, and it is just gorgeous. They are top-notch when it comes to dies, I will tell you. Let me put that aside. Okay, now you guys know I usually put things together off camera because I do have problems with my hands. But I wanted you to see how they go together should you decide to buy this die set, which I do have links below. I do get a commission, but it is of no cost to you if you use my links. And if you do, I would really appreciate it because it does help me buy new products to show you guys. Okay, I'm going to start with the biggest flower and move down. Now, even if you don't have the layering guide, it's easy enough to put them together because you kind of, like I said, on regular paper, you can't really see it on this. You can see a little bit of the detailing in there, but not much. But if you just line up the shapes, you can see that it matches. And that's how you know that's where that piece goes. Now, I am not going to, normally something like this you would want to put some foam in between, but there are so many layers and it comes out, let me show you how this one came out. It comes out so detailed anyway that I'm not going to add anything in between, I think, and my paper is very thick. So I'm just going to put it together as is, and I'm using barely art glue. So let's get this started. And again, you just match the pieces up. And the good thing with using a wet adhesive is you can slide it into place if you're off a little bit, and any overage will just dry clear. Okay. So I hope all of you are doing well today. And then this piece, as you can see, it will match up just right at the bottom. So, I know I've been gone for a little bit. I had some serious computer issues, but I did manage to get it fixed. Finally, it took a while, but I lost everything. All my programs, everything. I don't know what happened, honestly, but I am back. It is fixed, and oops, and I am good to go. Let's see. So I hope all of you are doing well. And we've got March is coming up. You know what? That's National Craft Month. So that should be some fun. Anyway, let's get back to this project. This is the first time, and okay, I've been saving up money to buy new products to show you guys. And because I will admit, crafting supplies are not, they're not the most reasonable things out there, and that is true. So I honestly had to save up for this. But I had been saving I wanted to buy an entire suite of products. Like when they were brand new and just, just to have them. Something that I really liked. So I had been saving up money and I've been waiting and I've been waiting. And I had been seeing a lot of the previews of products that were in this release. And I just fell in love with it. So thank goodness I had enough saved up that I was able to, I think I actually got pretty much the whole collection. I didn't get it all at once, but I got it in like 2 orders. But I got, there are wax melts, I got 2 of the 3 wax stamps that they had. I got papers and all kinds of things. But like I said, I had been saving up for something like this for a while. So it wasn't, and my husband and I actually discussed it. Not that it matters. No, I'm kidding. No, but we actually discussed it, and since I had been saving, I decided to get it. Because it is an investment. And this is what I do. This is what I am trying to make a living at, by making and selling cards and making videos for all of you and whatnot. And sometimes you have to invest in yourself. And that is what this was. It was an investment in myself. So I don't ever want, okay, there's flower number 1. Isn't that gorgeous? On other paper, like I said, you would be able to see there's a lot of embossed imagery in there, but you just can't see it on this paper because it's so thick. But I don't ever, let's work on the next flower here. Well, if I can pick it up. I don't know if I can. There we go. I don't ever want you guys to think because I'm showing something like this that, it's like I said, an investment. I'm not like showing off that I can afford these things, believe me. It's an investment in me for you guys. How's that? And that is one of the reasons why, if you would use my links, I would appreciate it, because it will help. But I'm not showing off that I can afford these things, and please don't ever think, because I'm not like that. That is not who I am. But like I said, I've been saving up for something like this for so long. And I just thought, okay, you know what? It's time. Okay. And again, like I said, sometimes I have to work around, especially when I'm picking it up, just to see where something goes here. But at the end of the video, I will try to show you some more of the pieces from this collection. But I'm using a couple different things today. But it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Okay. Okay. But it's just, a lot of layers. And these are, up until this, I really only had one thing one set from Honeybee Stamps, and it is a stamp set. It's a holiday cupcake stamp set, and it is, okay, it's gorgeous. But the only reason that I knew about it too was Dawn Hostlegel. She was W+9. That was her business until she closed at the beginning of the year to focus on other things. But yeah, Dawn's the reason that I bought that. And the reason that I found Honeybee Stamps. If you have a chance, it's W+9. She is an incredible card maker. And I mean, her ink blending is just incredible. So if you get a chance to watch her videos, please do. She is just amazing. And actually, one of these stamp sets, here's our next flower, in this collection, she drew the sketches for it. So she's just a very talented woman, and I really wish I could meet her in person. But Okay. Let's match this next one up here, which goes right here. Like I said, it's kind of, usually on regular cardstock, it's a lot easier to see. But this, and like I said, I got this paper, it was in a set from Dollar Tree, and it's handmade papers, or at least it feels like handmade papers, but they're really nice. Let me see. I don't have any handy, but it's really, really nice. So if you get a chance, I would buy some of those. I got a lot of really nice gold paper in it too. Okay. And if you could probably hear my chair creaking. Oy. Okay. Okay. There's that one. And then this has a little piece of green. I believe it's called a calyx on the flower. I'm not sure. I think that's it. Anywho. I do okay with the bigger ones. It's these smaller ones that my hands just don't want to work. Okay, and there is our first rosebud. Okay. You can see I've been working with inks. That's what I did on my leaves here. Let me show you real quick. The extra leaves that go on, I just kind of edged them in some green ink, just to kind of make them stick out a little bit, stand out a little bit better. And the first one, like you saw, I put that together. I don't think that, I know that is off. I don't think I'm going to actually adhere these to the base because I'm not sure where I'm going to use them. And you'll see in a minute when I bring the rest out. This is the part I kind of struggle with, this little piece for some reason. I did last time too. Okay, and this little guy goes kind of right there. There we go. Oops. And then we just have our little green piece. And I just used, for edging the leaves, I actually tried to use some Distress Oxides because I love Distress Oxides. I find them very forgiving. But this paper, it really got wonkers with this kind of homemade kind of, there's my last little bud. It kind of got wonky. So I just used an ink, like a dye ink for that. Okay, they are together. And like I said, I'm not going to put the extra leaves on here because I don't know if I'm going to attach these on there. But let's move these all up and out of the way. Now, normally when this is put out, when you use it with the vase, this rose sits kind of in that area. Okay, but I'm going to be cutting this apart. Okay, now the second bit is our. Where'd my needle go? Where'd my pen go? I lost my pen. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Guys, hold on a second. I will be right back. I need to find my pen. Yeah, I put the pin in the bottle. Oh my goodness. All right. Anyway, let me put that aside. I told you I am under the weather. Okay, next part is the rest of the card. Sorry about that. I keep making boo-boos. Now for this one, for the base and everything else, this is the Lace Heart Layering Frames dies. And it's just a few pieces, but it's gorgeous. You've got the big rectangle, which is this piece. And I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can, the embossing detail. It's really, really pretty. Then the next piece is this one, which this is a thinner paper, so you can see it. It doesn't show up as much, but isn't that gorgeous? Okay, and they layer. And then you have the bigger heart, which is also one of these like handmade kind of papers from that pack from Dollar Tree. As was the gold, which is the same kind of really thick kind of, it's an interesting texture. But I did the gold heart, and then there is the smaller heart that has embossing detail in it. I also cut out these little squigglies, which are just, when you set it up, if you have your heart this way, this goes along the bottom. This is how they're made to go. And they go that way, around the heart. But I don't know if we're going to be using them or not, but I cut them out of the gold just in case. And I am using it's a little bit of a creamy white card base. Okay, let me put this aside. Something like that doesn't have a layering guide because it's kind of obvious. Anyway, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put my background down here. And I know normally I put everything together before I put it on the card back, but I'm trying to get a little bit more bold in how I'm doing things. And I know most people do it this way. But I don't have too much glue. I'm just kind of getting it even around. But I have enough so I can slide and adjust if I have to. And my edges are, I didn't put it all the way to the ends, but I like it. I think it looks cute. Okay. You could put glue all the way to the ends if you need to. And you just get that little peak of white. Next thing that's going to go down is this portion, which is kind of postage stamp shaped. And there is one whole section of the Vintage Love is postage related. There is a mailbox die set, and there are a bunch of stamp sets to go with it. And even a little postcard die. It's really, really adorable. And just so pretty. And I want to I'm going to hold this up so I can try to get it nice and even. I am going to be using the mailbox soon, but I'm trying to figure out how to make it 3D. So, as soon as I do that, I will. That's about as centered as I'm going to get it. I will be showing you guys that. Okay. There's that. So, normally you would put the hearts and you could layer the hearts in the center and blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to kind of offset them a little bit. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to attach the smaller one to the middle of my gold heart. Like I said, they are made so they can layer, but we're not going to layer, I'm not going to layer them today that way. And this is actually made it perfectly. Oh, let me just, these papers are a little persnickety, I will say. Sometimes they're a little bit harder to get to adhere. And if I had a block, a stamping block I would put on there. But see, it's actually made to fit right in the middle of that heart. And I think that looks gorgeous. So what I want to do is put this one up a little bit higher. And I'm going to kind of have the roses on top of it. And then we're going to put this one this way with some flowers down here. That is what I'm planning on doing. Okay. So let me put this big heart down. Okay. Ugh, I can feel my nose starting to get a little bit stuffed up again. Just a little down that side. There we go. Okay. There is that one. I'm not going to put this down yet because I want it to sit over this. But I want to see, okay, what I need to cut away. And I am going to, let's see. Okay. I am going to snip this right by that leaf. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cut like that. Let me see. And I mean, I could even go and cut them apart a little bit more if I wanted to. But I think for my purposes, I think that is going to work fine. I can even put it down a bit more because I think I'm gonna sit that rose kind of like right there. Let's see. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it like kind of right there. Okay, let me get these down. And I'm gonna put glue a little bit everywhere. So like I said, this paper, it's a little, like I said, it's a little persnickety to stick it down. It sucks in the glue pretty quick, and it makes it a little bit tricky, a little bit on the tricky side. Okay. And that should be fine. I got a little bit of glue on there, but that's okay. My cinnamon's gonna go right in that area. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. And I think, yeah. I think I'm going to put this guy kind of right here, and I'm going to fill in with the other flowers. So let me get it down. As you can see, sorry, I've got a little bit extra glue than normal because the gold is an even more interesting paper texture. I'm going to go a little sideways. And I'm just gluing everything directly down. Just because my flowers have so much dimension, I think I'm good, honestly, with it. So I'm going to put this rose down here at the bottom. But I'm not going to attach it yet. Because I want to see. Then I'm going to take these leaves. Maybe tuck them right under there like that. Oh, that'll look gorgeous. Okay, I like that. Okay. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these leaves to the bottom of my rose. Put a little bit of glue on it, just on the edge. And put them down there first. And then, yeah. And then I can just glue the whole thing down. Now, I mean, if you wanted to use foam tape, you more than you could. I just happen to think it's enough dimension, personally. So like I said, my papers are really thick. And as you can see, if you look at it from this side, it's got a good amount of dimension on it. So, but you could use foam if you wanted to. Okay, there's those. Then we need to fill in up in here because it's kind of empty, you know. So we can always put a bud into rosebuds, do you think? Or should we put the bud in like another medium rose? I think that's a little too much. I think we'll do buds like, I don't know. What do you think? I need you guys here talking to me. Come on. When I'm wondering about stuff, it's kind of funny, but I don't know if you've seen the movie Top Gun. I'll say, talk to me, Goose. You know. But, let's see. Let's do it that way. I think that's good. We'll put the other larger one there. And then we can tuck some. I'm only going to put glue in the middle because I think I'm going to be tucking some leaves around it. I'm going to slide it just under that little bit of the heart there. Hold that down for a second. Then I've got my bud. We're just going to go right there. I mean, I could actually put the other one up here, but I don't know. I think that's good. We could put some gems or something. Okay, there's that. And then I'm just gonna want to tuck some leaves here, I think. Around in a couple different places. Let's see. I think we could have one right here coming out. Like right there. There we go. And we can always have one coming out up there. That would look cute. I have just a couple more if I want to use them. I don't have to use them. Let's see. Maybe if we have another one coming out there, I think that'd be cute. There. Okay. Now we have that. And then for my sentiment, now, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to use these or not. For my sentiment, I used one more part of the collection. And this is the stamp set, stamp and die set. Lean on each other. And you have the stamps, and they also have the coordinating dies. And I chose one that says, you make an ordinary day special. And I used ground espresso distress oxide. I didn't want to do black because I thought black would be a little too dark. But the white brings out just the white on the edges. And what I'm going to do, I have these really thin adhesive strips, and I have paper scraps. These are from scrapbook.com. They're really, really thin. They're like 1/8 of an inch wide. And that'd be good for on the back. I just want to pop that up a little bit. So, let me grab, and be sure when you're cutting something like this, be sure you have scissors that are non-stick. These are Tim Holtz scissors, and they're really good for that. Okay, and I'm just going to put a little there. It doesn't have to be like the entire thing, just enough to bump it up. And that was a good guess, wasn't it? Perfect. Okay, let me put... Okay, now watch. I'm putting the pin in the glue, I think. I'm trying. My hands aren't working very well today. Okay, there's that. Now what I'm going to do is take off the paper, if I can. This end of this isn't really good for stuff like that because it's flat. Can you see it? It's flat. So it's not really a pokey tool. It's actually made for doing nails with, but okay. Now if you wanted to give yourself a little extra working time, you could put some glue on there. But I'm not going to put it down enough to make it I think we're going to put it right there. Okay. And there we go. What do you think, guys? I think it's gorgeous. Now we could add some gems and things. Let's see. Let me see. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Let me see if I can find... I know I have other pieces here. Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, these are also from the collection. Let me take them out of the packages. I should have done that off camera. Sorry about that, guys. But this is also, these are the Vintage Pearl stickers from Vintage Love. And these are the Vintage Love Gem stickers. So I'm not sure if I want the gems. You know what? For this card, I think we're going to go with the pearls. Let me move that out of the way. I think the pearls will look a lot nicer, and I'm going to use a pokey tool. Okay, it's just figuring out what color. And I'm thinking this kind of light gold. The light gold, because it kind of goes good with, yeah, we'll do the light gold. So I'm going to take one of the larger ones. I'm going to put it right there. Okay, there's that one. And then take one of this. Now, I don't want to go over or put anything where the embossing is. So I'm going to put a little one there. Come on, Peggy. Hi. And I think I will plop another one there. They look so pretty on this. And then I'm going to take a medium one. Put one there. All right. I think that's all it... Oh, well, drop that. I think that's all it needed. And there you go. From Vintage Love. From me to you. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with a crafty friend. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.